Good morning. It is 8:17 on this beautiful Venus day. Venus hour, first Venus hour of the day has already passed. Happy Friday, TGIF. I don't know if you at work or just got off of work or about to go to work. I feel like I need to move this back some. Okay, so we can actually see my face. Um, it is early. I definitely tried to jump up on out the bed so we can go ahead and get some things started. I might actually put my hair in a ponytail. I don't know. I'm just kind of not feeling my hair today. Um, it's all bland. I need to like straighten it and flat iron it, and I'm just not. I don't have anywhere to go, so I'm not gonna do it. It's just gonna get brushed frequently, right? I should have left it wrapped, but whatever. If you're new here, hi, my name is B. If you are a reoccurring subscriber, welcome back. Hi, lovely for you to join in with us. How you do when you do as often as you can, okay? This is going to be just a little divine feminine check-in. I just want to see what it is we might need to know, especially with this full moon coming. I know I've been kind of dealing with a lot of shifts, right? Um, but I also just wanted to do a check-in just in case if y'all been dealing with a lot of shifts, okay? So we can know what to do and tune into this energy together, know how to handle it, okay? Check below in the description box if you need anything from me. If you are new, like, share, subscribe. If you like it here, definitely go ahead and subscribe, okay? Because the girlies love it here, okay? You're gonna love it here. We got snacks in the back. We got a 420 spot where you can go smoke and just listen to me run my mouth and kiki and talk. We got jams, okay? So, definitely become a part of the family, okay? Definitely make sure you're subscribing and you're liking so you can send me into the algorithm so we can grow this beautiful family, okay? Is there anything else? No. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. Okay, so of course, if you know, if you're accustomed here, you know I have the music playing in the back. Woman of the Year just came on. Okay, I have really been loving this song. It's from the Calvin. What's the name? Calvin Harris, the new album as Chloe Bailey, Coi Leray, and Stefan Don. So that could be our energy right now. I know it's mine. It could be y'all's too, right? Okay. I literally rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth, and jumped on here so we can go ahead and get some things started. I wanted to definitely go ahead and seize the day and get started early because I got a lot of different things I wanted to do today as far as just the business and promotions and content. So let's go ahead and get started early. I do want to start with, which one do I want to start with? Let's start with one of these. Give me an update for Divine Feminine. Thank you, El. Thank you, y'all, for these messages, okay? This is not going to apply for every Divine Feminine, okay? It's not going to apply for everyone. If you're not a Divine Feminine, that's cool. I mean, if you're not a Twin Flame, that's cool. This is also going to be surrounded by Divine Feminine energy, which is just your highest inner feminine energy within, okay? You don't always have to be a Twin Flame, all right? So I don't want you to watch this and then you get your shit in a fucking frenzy because I noticed I've been noticing the more I do these, the more people have been coming to me like, "It's so and so my twin," and it's like, child, y'all pulling people from the neck of the woods, bitch, trying to see if this is no, it's not. Okay, just work on this. Spend this time honoring your inner feminine. Okay, that's what y'all need to be doing. Others of you, you could definitely be a twin, like an actual twin, and this could apply for you too. There could be some messages in here for you too. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Give me one card. Thank you. Allow these messages to be unbiased. Allow these messages to be quick and simple, God. Allow me to give the message that you want to give. And allow me to wrap this shit up when it's time for me to wrap this shit up. Because y'all know I'll be here for an hour and a half. And I haven't even so much started to begin make breakfast yet. So let's go ahead and get this done. So I can quickly eat and put some on my stomach. And then I can finish with the other content that I have to do. I have a lot of content that I want to push out today. So let's fingers crossed that I get it done. Give me one card for Divine Feminine. Divine Feminines. What do we need to know? Just as a check-in. What do we need to know? What insight do we need right now? It looks like it's gonna rain. It's been looking like it's gonna rain all week. It hasn't really like let the bottom out, but maybe hopefully we'll get some nice calming rain for us all over with. First card is prepared to be astounded. Excuse me. It says send them love, wish them peace, see them happy. Everyone always, forever, and prepare to be astounded. Oh man, will you ever become a big time manifester? Okay, some tea. All right. You are destined for greatness on the wings of love. To clarify, the primary roles of love are not to heal, to fix, to mend, nor to soothe, cure, or ease, not even to refresh, rejuvenate, or restore, hardly. The primary role of love are to Yahoo, Yeehaw, and You Who get your love on, signed the universe. I'm That Girl by Beyonce is playing. So let me just right? let me just let me just put all this because I don't think it's a coincidence that I'm That Girl by Beyonce is playing. Okay. I pull up and the clothes look so good. Cause I'm in that hole. I know all of these songs sound so good, right? Cause I'm on that hole. Dead ass, right? So it's very much giving divine feminine regardless of, again, if you are a twin or if you're not a twin. If you're not a twin and you're just simply trying to step into your own divine feminine role as your own feminine, right? Or if you're actually a twin flame and you're actually dealing with a counterpart, right? I do feel like regardless, prepare to be astounded, divine feminine, regardless of what you're manifesting, it's coming, right? So if you're a twin and you're trying to manifest new beginnings or this or that, it's coming, right? It's coming. But in the meantime, between time, it still says send them love, wish them peace, see them happy, right? So regardless of, it's like, one thing about it is always manifesting what you want, right? But then divine feminine, those of you who are twins, right? How many times do we manifest certain things, but it's like we still don't really send them love, right? We know to be going through shit, and it's like, well, I want this, that, right? And it's like, but you still don't really send them love. You don't really pray for them for real. You don't pray for their strength. You don't pray that they can finish healing, right? But you're manifesting for your own self, and of course, I'm the first one to tell you manifest, okay? But I feel like where that applies, some of you could also benefit from like sending a prayer up to your person. You know what I mean? They might be going through a lot, they might be dealing with a lot. You might be like me and really don't care. Because I know I heard that in the back. I heard my own self tell me, like, girl, don't give a fuck. Okay, like I joined the club, you know what I mean? And that's just my perception. I'm not gonna go too much into a whole lot because I don't want to make this long, but I know at least I'm one of them girls where it's just like everybody go through stuff. You know what I mean? Like everybody go through stuff. Da 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 da. Like it still don't mean you can't send up a prayer, right? But maybe you like me and you're not super invested in all of that no more, right? I know I'm definitely not. That's why I said I know I felt a shift. So I wanted to come here to see if there was a shift that I needed to address with the collective of divine feminines, right? Because child, I too much don't give a fuck about any of this no more, right? No tea, no shade. Not to say I don't care about being a divine feminine. Here I am still being who I am. Sorry, I had to hit the mic a little bit. I'm still here being who I am, right? But I really don't too much give a fuck about this journey no more. Not that I don't want it. I'm not sitting here. I don't want y'all to sit here and hear me saying it. And it's like, you don't want your twin no more? I love him. I do. But do I give a fuck about it? Like, am I just like, oh, cause I have to send him love? I don't care. I'm sending everybody in the world love. Everybody going through something. You know what I mean? But it depends on what you're gonna do with it. It depends on how you're gonna handle it. It depends on how you're gonna allow your circumstances to overcome or not. Right? So maybe you're like me and it's just like, again, just prepare to be astounded. Maybe you're still manifesting some new stuff where it's like, child, I don't want the motherfucker either, right? Says the full moon in Pisces. I've noticed a lot of my female clients, my feminine clients have been like, girl, I told that motherfucker I didn't want him no more. Girl, I told that motherfucker, fuck him. You know what I mean? I'm moving on. Like I'm tired of being emotional. I'm tired of being moody. I'm tired of being confused about what's going on. You know what I mean? So even as you manifest new stuff and you like, girl, I'm focusing on me, right? Just like the card said, I'm that girl. To clarify, the primary roles of love is not to heal, not to mend, not to fix, not to soothe. So you are doing right. right? For those feminines, regardless of where you are in the spectrum, right? Maybe you're not a twin, but you have homegirls and family members, right? And it's like you over here trying to heal them, fix them, mend them. You over here trying to soothe and ease and cure and restore the connection. And it's like, baby, nobody, that is not your role, right? That's not your role. When you come in and then it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? I meet a lot of female clients too, where it's like, well, I'm scared to stop talking to them because if I stop talking to them, then that means we not gonna talk. But whose job is it for you to keep that line open? Especially when you're the only one talking. If you in this situation with a nigga and it's like, well, I feel like if I don't talk to them first, then we not gonna talk. Then you the one essentially trying to refresh, rejuvenate, and restore something that isn't mutual, right? It takes two to do that. It takes two to do that. And let's be honest, when it's two of y'all and it's a mutual effort, it's nobody's role because it's on both people, right? When you and your friend make up divine feminine, if you the only one trying to kick it and you the only one trying to hang out and you the only one trying to actually put y'all back in a good space, then that means you're taking on the brunt of this, right? But when it's you and your homegirl and it's like, okay, bitch, cause what you doing Thursday? You busy Thursday? Okay, what you doing Friday? What you doing Saturday? You know what I'm saying? And it's like both of y'all, you share that. So it's not even a role anymore. Cause that's how both of you mutually take the necessary steps and efforts to push things forward. If you're the only one doing it, why do you feel like that's your role? That's why I said to clarify. That's why I said I don't think it's a coincidence that I'm that girl that's playing. Right? So some of you I feel like maybe just got out of this, like me, right? Now again, am I sitting here saying fuck them? I don't ever want to talk to them. Nah. But am I gonna sit around twiddling my thumbs, twiddling my dick, waiting for the motherfucking paint to dry? No. Am I gonna sit here trying to still give leeway in empathy and sympathy and compassion in a situation that I feel like I shouldn't know? Right? And maybe that's a part of my Sagittarius video, because I do remember the Sagittarius video. If you are Sagittarius and you haven't caught it, make sure you go catch that. So, you know, maybe this is a part of me not knowing all the information. But then again, child, do I have time to be sitting around trying to wait around for all the motherfucking information? No. I don't. You know what I mean? I can fully acknowledge that I probably don't have all of this the information. That maybe I'm, you know, missing something, or you know, maybe there's something behind it. But child, how long are we gonna have to sit around to clarify that? You know what I mean? It says to clarify again, the primary roles of love are not to heal, fix, and mend, right? To not soothe, ease, or cure, and not to refresh or rejuvenate or restore. Essentially you're supposed to just be in love and feel love, right? Of course not all of us have that all the time. Not all everybody knows how to really be in that moment with us. I really have too many alarm clocks set throughout the day. It's crazy. It don't make no sense how many alarm clocks I have. But no, you know what I mean? So even in that moment, if you just walked away and you kind of feeling like me and it's just like, listen, I've been over here trying to restore, rejuvenate, understand, beg for clarity, bitch, heal, mend, fix, meet in the middle, bitch, and I'm just not about to do that no more. I just don't want to do that no more. You exactly where you need to be, right? Prepare to be astounded, right? Because for some of us that was the lesson. For some of us that is the lesson. Where it's like, how long you gonna sit here and try to get clarity? How long you gonna sit here and try to beat yourself for clarity when you're the only one trying to really strive for it, right? How long are you gonna sit here in this relationship still trying to restore it when you're the only one trying to restore it? How long you gonna sit here in this relationship and try and heal it, try to fix it, try to soothe the arguments of it when you're the only one trying to soothe the arguments of it? Or are you gonna actually get your ass off your shoulders and actually go strive for what it is that you know? I'm that girl. It's not my man. It's not the band's. I'm that girl. Yeah, I'm that girl. What my bitch say? What my bitch say? It's not my man, it's not my stance. Yes. From the top of the morning I shine, right through the blinds, touching everything in my plain view. And everything next to me get lit up too. So that's the energy I feel like we are in, and or we're needing to be in, divine feminine. If you're not there, you need to get there. Okay, let me get some astrology oracle cards. I'm gonna use this for another pick a pal that I want to do later. But since it was next to me in the bed, I was like, let me confirm with these. So give me some clarifying cards on divine feminine for the collective. These are just for the divine feminines, whether they're in a twin flame situation or not. Higher divine feminine, what is the shift? What is the energy that's being felt right now? Prepare to be astounded. You're definitely manifesting. Your manifestations are coming, right? Even if these are friends, right? Where it's like I had to cut off my friend because them bitches weren't really hitting no shit, but I'm manifesting, you know what I'm saying? Send them love from afar. Send them love from afar. Wish them the best from afar, and you keep going. Opposition just flipped out. Balance, it says relate, mirror, interaction, confrontation, making conscious, manifest. So yes, if you are, this is a great time to manifest, especially under this Pisces full moon we got. Meditation, manifestation. We Jupiter day was just yesterday. Okay, so I hope that y'all got some manifesting done. This is also giving me tests. Yeah, Aquarius, the innovator. Aquarius is very much unique. We march to the beat of our own drum. You know what I'm saying? And I say we as an Aquarius stellium. So this makes me feel like for some of you, or for some of us, this is definitely a good time to start marching to the beat of our own drum. Um, a lot of us end up kind of consulting with other people, right? And we don't really do exactly what we feel is right. You know what I mean? Aquarius can be known as edgy or as eccentric, unique. You know, sometimes Aquarius can be that one where it's like they make other people uncomfortable because Aquarius is the one doing the shit that most people wouldn't do, right? This is the time to do that. I feel like this is the time to also get unique in your outlook. What is your outlook on life? You know, so your outlook on life could be changing, especially dealing with your energies and your emotions. Okay, your feminine energy could definitely be coming up, your emotions could be coming up. Okay, yeah, learning how to be more protective of yourself. You could be feeling very introverted at this time as well, divine feminine, for whatever reason. But your intuition is very much on point. Okay, watch out for the nostalgia. All right, nostalgia definitely could be very potent during this time. Yeah, I feel like this is the time to go for your utopia. Get outside your comfort zone. That's what I heard. This is the time to go for your utopia and to get outside your comfort zone. It's okay to be in your comfort zone, right? With this opposition card, finding a balance between it, where it's like I'm here, I'm chilling. You know, this is my comfort zone. I'm loving, I'm nurturing. You know, I'm motherly. You know what I mean? I'm an intuitive, but it's like you also have like an eccentric side to you, right? A little disruptive, where it's like you can shake shit up for real if you want to. It's time to really get into that. It's time to really tap into that. Others of you are very futuristic right now, so the energies that you could be feeling could maybe be something that other people aren't feeling, right? Like I know for me, sometimes I kind of see this a little bit where it's like I feel like I was one of the very first divine feminines that kind of tapped in, at least in my community. Now, I'm not saying this is a fact, so anybody that's part of my community and you watching this, I'm not trying to take a jab. This is just based off my observation. Um, there isn't too many women that was already in that space of I don't give a fuck about what my twin think. You know what I mean? A lot of women was still too nurturing, right? Still a little too nurturing, still a little too what do they think? What are they gonna say? How are they gonna feel? Right? And I've always been one of the first ones where it's like, child, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Other spiritualists tried to make me feel like that's the wrong attitude to have because y'all are twins. Girl, I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? Marching to the beat of my own drum, and I do feel like my reality is reflecting that. I'm not overly worried about nurturing the connection with my person or, you know what I'm saying, healing, right? I feel like these two cards go hand in hand, right? That Cancerian energy is that energy that's going to do that, right? Where it's like, well, I feel like my primary role, right, says Cancer placement, Cancer, divine feminine, Cancerian energy. My primary role is to heal, fix, mend, soothe, love, rejuvenate. And it's like, no, it's not. Especially when you're the only one doing it by yourself. You know what I'm talking about? So I definitely can see that very heavy as well because I feel like I had a lot of conflict with that, right? Where it's like I personally can be nurturing, but I also have that eccentric side where it's like, child, I knock all this shit over and all of this shit will be done for. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck how diligently I put this shit up and nurtured it and loved on it and let it grow. I will destroy all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? I can have a very disruptive energy, just like I can have a very empathic one. Divine feminine, I feel like this could be for most of y'all too. But right now, for some of you, you're being asked to balance it out. And for others of you, I do feel like you could just simply be in conflict with it, right? If not in conflict with it, maybe you're being overly nurturing and people in your surroundings, right, in your environment are mirroring back to you how you need to start having some motherfucking breakthroughs. You know what I mean? Stop trying to be so group oriented. You know what I mean? Like it's not always beneficial to be so group oriented. But how can you free yourself? How can you really liberate yourself from a lot of these things, from a lot of these things that are tying you down? You know what I'm saying? Even in this Aquarius card, it's like she got on a straight jacket. You know what I mean? Pow. You know, so how can you really pop out? How can you really break out of the box? How can you really channel that futuristic energy? Yeah, ain't shit playing by Doja Cat, right? So it's like if you already know that these niggas ain't shit, right? Shout out to Doja Cat. Then how are we really liberating yourself, right? So maybe for some of you that is your mindset, right now, and it's like that's really the outlook you having. You know what I mean? So it's really time to do that. I do feel like passion at the bottom of the deck, so it's time to really get in your passion bag too, right? So I don't know if you sing, write, rap, dance, draw, do stick people, bitch. I don't know. Okay, it's time to really kind of push into that. And to push into what it is that you're manifesting for the rest of your life. I feel like this is what this is. Divine Feminine, I feel like a lot of us are in this space where it's like love is taking the back burner right now. I have so much other stuff I'm trying to manifest. You know what I'm saying? And I know I definitely found myself in that mindset too, right? I feel like I was just talking to God about this the other day, about love. Where it's like, God, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or the wrong thing, but I'm gonna just trust to do what I'm doing, right? And I'm gonna just go with my move because I feel like this is what I need to be doing, right? Because I have so much other shit in my life that I'm trying to manifest. I'm not about to sit around here worried about no nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck how much I love you, and I love you, right? And I love you. I'm not about to sit around waiting on no nigga. I have so much other stuff that I need to be manifesting in my life. I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about a nigga. I don't. Love that nigga from the top of his fucking head to the bottom of his big ass feet. I don't give a fuck about a nigga right now. I got so much other you know what I'm saying? I got so much other shit I'm trying to break through on and really acquire for myself and trying to stay ahead of the game. But I got so much stuff I'm experimenting and want to experiment with right now, like to really work on my outlook of life. Like I'm not cooped up worried about why somebody ain't called me yet. I don't give a fuck about that. Don't call. Right? Some people watching this might be like, nah, be you wrong, because that's you moving out of ego. Nah, baby, let me tell you something. My ego is gonna be the one to tell you I don't give a fuck about him and I don't love him. The real bitch in me is just it is what it is. So do I feel like I'm moving out of ego? No, right? But to the average person, they might hear this and be like, oh, that's ego. Oh, you're just running from your feelings because nah, I just don't have time. I just don't have time for it no more. I have a lot of things I have going on. I have a lot of things that I'm trying to strive for and go after. You either with me or against me or you in my way, says the great Gucci. You know what I'm talking about? Like that's the kind of energy that I'm feeling right now. So do I love you? Yeah. Do I send you love from afar? Yeah. But it's from what? Afar. Very, 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 very far away. Because right now you're more of a distraction to me than you are really benefiting me and helping me elevate, right? So again, you got to stay where you at. Now maybe later on in life, you know what I mean? Maybe later on in life, God will send the nigga back. Maybe God will send the nigga back sooner than that, because you know God sometimes be having a little jokey joke. But as of right now, it's definitely giving stay away from me. It's definitely giving I'm over here, you're over there. I'm focusing on getting my life together. I'm focusing on staying on top of me. I'm focusing on loving myself more. I'm focusing on, you know, really getting my business together, getting my brand together, doing everything, you know what I'm saying? Being the person that I fucking want to be. That's what I'm focused on. I'm not focused on shit else. Anything else that's distracting me from that got to go. Family, love of friends. The great Cat Williams said 50% off everything must go. Maybe even you. 50% off everything must go. Everything must go. 30% off, 50% off. Everything must go. Maybe even you. So anything and everything is getting swept out. That's just my outlook right now, right? So some of you could definitely have that same outlook where it's just like, child, I'm just ready to do what I know that I need to do. I have so much stuff that I want to manifest. I have so much stuff that I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm really making these things conscious on how my interactions, how this interaction is distracting me, on how we have more conflict here than love here. You know what I mean? And I find myself always having to mend over the conflict. I'm not doing that no more. You know what I mean? If I gotta detach, I'll detach. But I'm not gonna be the only one healing things, mending things, fixing things, trying to communicate. I'm not about to be the only one doing that. What is it giving by Lady London is playing right now, period. I really like Lady London. I like her energy. I like how bossy and classy and fly she is. I think she's a Cancer as well with an Aquarius moon. So that's funny. Um which, and yes, I pulled her chart, but I think later after I pulled her chart, she ended up telling me like she ended up getting on Instagram or Twitter or something and was just like, I'm a Cancer Sun Aquarius moon. So you know what I'm saying? I'm real emotional, but then I'm not. It's real packed up together. I think she said she's in the Cancer rising, Cancer Sun, and a Aquarius moon. So I love that for her. And I do feel like this is the same thing. You know what I mean? Like she said, what is it giving? It's giving me broke. It's giving me poor. It's giving me slower. You know what I mean? So I do feel like this could also be the same energy that y'all in Divine Feminine, where it's just like y'all asking people right now or asking yourselves, like, child, what is this giving? You know what I mean? Even in your friendships, even in your interpersonal partner relationships, business contracts, workers, relationship, right? What is this giving? Right? What is my outlook on this? What is the mission statement? What is this expressing to me? What is this giving me? You know what I mean? Like what's the point of this? What's the impact? How is this impacting me? You know what I mean? What is it giving? If you're hanging around a best friend and it's just like, okay, we were supposed to be besties, but every time we get into it, I gotta go kiss ass. What is it giving? What is that giving you? What is it giving you? Is it giving fake friend? Is it giving you want me to, you know what I'm saying? You want to be made to feel like I'm kissing your ass. Like, what is it giving? What is it giving in your relationship? What is it giving? Right? Is it giving you mothering a grown ass man when you know that you actually need a grown ass man? So you keep going after these little boys that you gotta nurture and that you gotta heal and that you gotta talk soft. Oh no, baby, don't go over here, right? Cause unless you got kids, bitch, you're not a mother. And if you are a mother, unless this is one of your kids, and even that, let's check that, because any mothers in the building right now that's watching this, and you got some grown ass kids that you got to keep talking soft and little boying and little girling. But then when shit hit the fan and your kids want to act like they grown, they just so grown because they fucking and sucking and popping pussy and sucking dick and all of this other shit, and people think that they grown, right? But then when shit really hit the fan, when push really come to shove, then now you got to come back and talk to, oh no, baby, don't do, right? What is it giving? What is it giving? Is it giving I'm too grown to be dealing with little boys, little girls, because I need somebody who on my level? What is it giving? Is it giving you not really giving me the emotional depth that I need, right? Because that's the thing, right? If you always dealing with somebody who come off detached, they act like they don't care, and here you are nurturing, loving, healing, right? What is it giving? Let's really put that shit in proper perspective, please. It's very important at this time, Divine Feminine. Give me something for what we need to know in our update. And then I think that'll be it. What do we need to know in our update? Yeah, nostalgia, comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So don't stay in no situation just because of nostalgia. Don't stay in no situation just because it's comfortable for you, right? If you already know that this is a situation that really is mirroring back to you and it's making conscious what you don't want, right? And it's making conscious to you that you're overdoing it, right? That you're overplaying your role, then don't stay in this because of familiarity, right? I know I was talking to a client the other day and she was kind of saying how like her fear kind of makes her scared to stand in her power with her person. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody she's been dealing with for over a year, right? Over 2 years. And it's like, well, he's still not giving me what I need to give. So what do I need to do? Move on? And it's like, nah, bitch, but you ain't even spoke. You ain't put your motherfucking foot down. You know what I mean? Like women and as feminists, we gotta stop doing that. We always want to take the easy way out. Well, I'm gonna either stay here and deal in this bullshit. I'm not happy, right? But it's comfortable, it's familiarity, it's me wanting to nurture the connection, but then they're not still giving me what I want. Cause bitch, you're not standing in your electricity, you're not standing in your power. It says pow here. Put it in their motherfucking face. You still trying to talk soft and shit. Oh no, put your motherfucking foot down. Sometimes it's not even the fact that you gotta leave divine feminine. Sometimes you just gotta let a motherfucker know what it is and liberate your own self. To say, listen, motherfucker, I'm that girl. You know what I mean? You either finna get the fuck right or you not. Your spot can be replaced. It can. It can, right? And that's when we get in that moment of, well, I just cause like I'm just scared because if I do that and then if he leaves, and it's like, yeah, that's valid too, but who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? What if that nigga leave and then you get blessed with a whole new nigga who give you exactly what it is that you want? You don't have to ask. You don't even have to breathe hard, bitch, because it's already understood between y'all and y'all connection that this is how you want you to be loved, and they love you like that anyway. They love you and all your little quirky shits with how you pronounce this, the idiosyncratic where it's like, listen, this bitch go to bed with one motherfucking sock on. One. That's what she like to do. You know what I mean? This man like one of his nuts licked. One. Not even the other one, just the right one because it's a little tender. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And they still gonna love you anyway. They still gonna love you because of how different you are and how quirky and weird you are, right? Even if you gotta stand in your power, even if you like, well, listen, I can be really, really loving, but sometimes I can be really, really cutthroat and detached, and it's like they gonna love you anyway. But you don't even know how to do that. You still just staying in comfortability. You still just staying in nostalgia. You still just being empathetic and sympathetic. Oh, but what if they don't want me to leave? What if they feel a way about? Who gives a fuck about what they think? That's why I said, listen. And if you need the energy, let me give it to you here firsthand. I don't give a fuck about what my nigga feel about what the fuck I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. Not because I don't care about him. It's not at all because I don't care about him, but because I care about me more. Does that make sense? I care about me so much more that I can't give a fuck about what he think about me. I can't give a fuck about, like, I got mine blocked now. I don't give a fuck, can't give a fuck. I re-blocked his ass. He made a second account, I blocked that one. I don't give a fuck about how you feel about that. Not because I don't care about you, but because I care about me so much more to where I'm more wrapped up with how I feel. Right? I'm more wrapped up in how I feel and the uncomfortability of how I feel to know that this is someone who I haven't heard from, but you deliberately trying to watch me on social. I'm uncomfortable now. Now I'm made to be uncomfortable on all my socials, and I refuse. Right? Because I don't know how a motherfucker live y'all. I don't know how y'all live y'all life, but one thing about me, I'm not about to live in discomfort. I ain't never been that bitch. I'm not about to live in discomfort. If you make me uncomfortable, I'm gonna make sure I make myself comfortable. Unless it's really a situation like I'm living with somebody or something. You know what I mean? Like, it's really a situation where I just have to be uncomfortable because I just don't have nowhere else to stay or some shit. But like, as far as a relationship, friends, lovers, family, bitch, cousins, bitch, friends of the family, if you make me uncomfortable, I'm gonna make sure I make myself comfortable. Which means even if I don't fuck with you no more, it is what it is. Sorry you feel like that, or congratulations. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Whichever one apply to the situation, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's the energy that some of y'all have to be in. Y'all be knowing intuitively what y'all need to do, but y'all be trying to consider other folks' feelings. What are my friends gonna think? What is my parent gonna think? What is my lover gonna think? What are they gonna think if I say I want to move on? What are they gonna think if I say I want to do this? What are they gonna feel? So especially again, if you the only one trying to mend and be considerate, goddamn it, are these same people considering your feelings when they go out and do their dirt and handle their business? Are they coming back like, I wonder what person watching is gonna think? Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't go here. Maybe I shouldn't operate like this because I wonder what person watching is gonna think about what I got going on. Child, more than likely, no, they don't. right? And all of these things are meant to be reflected as to what needs to go. There is a full moon coming up for Saturday, so there are things that are being triggered up and brought up that you'll need to detach from, because it's showing you what outlook you need to detach from, especially with this full moon in Pisces. So how are we martyring ourselves? Amen. How are we martyring ourselves? How are we constantly martyring and giving, right? Nobody asked you to be a motherfucking superhero in this story. Nobody's asking you to be a superhero in this story. Nobody needs you to be the superhero in this story. And then you martyr yourself, and then it's like, well, nobody thinks about me. Like, you don't think about you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be the one to think about you first. You know what I mean? And that's in any capacity. Oh, because my person don't X, Y, and Z. Well, how have you been overgiving? You know what I mean? And of course, that's not gonna apply for everybody, but for those of you it apply to, take that shit and run with it. How have you been overgiving to them friends? And then it's like, oh, because my friends don't give a fuck about me, I go so hard for them on their birthday, and then when my birthday come, all I get is a happy birthday text. Okay, why? How have you been overdoing it? Cause see, every time your friend birthday come, you be like, well, I don't want to get them nothing, but how, I wonder how they gonna feel. They gonna be mad at me. They gonna feel like I don't care about them. So, cause when it's your birthday, they gonna give you a motherfucking raggedy ass happy birthday card, bitch. Write your name, slide a slick $5 under that bitch, and that's gonna be your happy birthday. But you done went out and got people all types of shit for their birthday because, oh, I don't want them to feel like I don't care. This is not the time to be self-martyring yourself. All these emotions that's coming up right now, it's a time to really ask yourself, what outlook do we have? What outlook do we need to detach from? Who do we need to detach from that's being reflected back, making conscious right now? Because a lot of things are being made conscious to us right now, Divine Feminine. Okay, I'm a swing it this away. I'm a swing it that away. Come on, Fergie. Give me more heart. And that's the I'ma Be song by Black Eyed Peas. So we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles here, we have the Fool card here, we have the Seven of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Three of Wands here. Yeah, I feel like some of y'all trying to keep the peace. Disruptive, yeah. I heard DTP by Ludacris. Was that his thing? Was that? I think that was Ludacris. Disturbing the peace, disrupting the peace, or something like that. I do feel like for some of you, Divine Feminine, it's time to go ahead and do that. Again, maybe it's in your own personal relationship if you're a twin. Maybe if it's not, if you're not a twin and you just need to like shake some shit up in your family life or in your friend life. Again, maybe you're that one in your friend group that's always trying to keep shit together. You know what I mean? Three of Cups. Maybe you the only one who always trying to keep shit together and always trying to make plans and, oh girl, let's go here. Oh girl, let's go there. Let's hang out here. Maybe you the only one trying to make amends with family. You know what I mean? Where it's like you the one who always trying to extend the olive branch. You the one who always trying to give an offer of commitment. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, well, I grew this out of my garden for you, and then it's like these same people don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like they not, you keep trying to kind of soothe over, you know what I'm saying, something where it's like, it's not your role. That's not your job. Right. And now you always wondering why it's not turning out, why it's not happening. Should I detach? And it's like, you don't have to walk away. It's not that you need to detach, right? But make this a conscious, teachable moment on how you're viewing something on your point of view, right? Over giving and trying to kiss ass is not how you do this. That's not your role. It's not for you to go over to your friends and then you like, well, me and my friend just had an argument. I got this for you. I miss you so much. Do you want to go hang out? Do you want to go here? Especially when, again, you already know that more than likely they the one started the argument, right? Divine Feminine, we always find ourselves in a situation where we have to be the bigger person. right? And I feel like even as divine feminines, a lot of people push that narrative where it's like, well, divine feminine, you're the awakened one, you're the awakened one. Yeah, but that don't mean kiss ass, right? That always reminds me of like Christians. No tea, no shade to the Baptist community and the Christianity community. But someone who came from that background, I always never understood that, right? Where it's like, well, God wants you to be nice and to be loving and to still love on people. And it's like, yeah, but God told us to be stupid. I don't remember God telling us to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I know a lot of the times what I be thinking should be done ain't always what needs to be done. That's why I try to consult with God a lot about before I be doing shit. And sometimes I don't be having the patience to be consulting. It's just like, God, I'm going with my move. Redirect me if this ain't what I need to be doing, right? But I never felt that, right? Where it's just like, well, Christians are a home, the local drug dealer, and it's like, well, God didn't tell you to be naive and dumb. Yes, give them some money, go give them a warm blanket, put them together a care package or something. But God didn't tell you to open your beautiful home that you done work hard for this motherfucker who deliberately being on the street and don't got a lick of trying to do better, be better in their body. You just trying to heal, fix, and mend them out of the name of plead the blood of Jesus, bitch, and that's not how that's gonna work. You don't have to put yourself in harm's way. You don't have to put yourself in the lion's den to go save somebody else. There's so many different ways to do that, right? So I do feel like that's a thing too, where it's like making sure y'all not kissing ass divine feminine. I feel like for a lot of us, we are moving out of that, where it's like, I'm not kissing ass no more. You know what I mean? I'm not. If this friend don't want to be friends, cool, let's not be friends. If my person don't want to be my person, cool, don't. If that cousin, sister, mother, brother, uncle, father don't want to talk, then cool, don't. Right? And it's like you're learning how to go from being so group oriented to learning how to be more self-reliant. You're learning how to really just be more introverted. Yeah, you're being more introverted. You're learning how you're getting in a space of being more receptive instead of giving, right? You want to receive now, and now it's time to really do that, right? But again, let's put this in perspective, divine feminists. If you were in a period where you like, God, I just want to receive, and I'm tired of giving, I just want to be in a period of receiving, then you have to take your hands off shit and put your hands out so you can actually be in the energy of receiving. If you want some money, you got to put your hand out. How you gonna get some money and you still got your hand in your own pockets and you like, well, I want some money, but exchange 20? That's not how this works, right? Learning how to be going from being so group and or friend oriented to being more family oriented for some of you, right? Some of you that could be a big thing too. Where it's like, child, you hang out with all these friends and shit. You need to start kicking it with your family. These friends don't give a fuck about you. They hanging out with you because they ain't got shit else to do. Right? Your family gonna be the one that fuck with you for real, for real. Yeah, you can be really sentimental sometimes. You can even be so defensive about the people that you love that you want to protect. Then it's like, child, be careful. They can protect themselves. They can protect themselves. I do feel like for some of you there is a risk that needs to be taken. Um, and I do feel like, yeah, there's something here about disrupting the peace. I feel like for divine feminine, you've been trying to keep the peace, right? Regardless of if it's in the twin flame relationship or not. I feel like you've been trying to keep the peace. You've been trying to stay zen. You've been trying to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker piss you off. You're just like, I'm just gonna do my breaths, and it's like, nah, cuss that motherfucker out. Cuss them out. You can't keep the peace all the time, right? Aquarius is almost very much like Sagittarian energy to me. Aquarius is gonna be the one that says and does what nobody else wants to do, right? In a world where everybody going left, Aquarius is gonna be the one to be like, fuck you guys, I'm out, I'm going right, right? Which is adding some disruption, right? Because then some people around who's going left who feel like they all gotta go left, right? Gonna look back at you and go, oh, hey, they're going this way. I'm gonna go this way. You know what I mean? So making sure that you do that, even if you just gotta voice your opinion, right? Even if you gotta call some shit out, divine feminine, right now is the time to call some shit out. You know what I mean? If you've already been calling some shit out and it's like motherfuckers ain't really doing shit about it, then how are we detaching? How can we protect our own selves right now and kind of put a guard up to make sure we take care of our own selves right now, right? Um, some of you, I feel like you already know this, but you kind of wait and stop putting it off, right? If this is a friend or a lover, and it's like you need to call your lover out, right? Your divine masculine, because he hasn't really been doing what needs to be done, or some friends, right? Or maybe you need to make it conscious for him. You know what I mean? Sometimes the divine masculines literally just aren't right. So sometimes you gotta say something where it's like, hey motherfucker, you haven't really been meeting me in the middle in this relationship. You know what I mean? You haven't really been nurturing the relationship the way that I need you to, or you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm the only one who's trying to get us back in a good space. I feel like I'm the only one who's trying to heal the relationship that we have, or heal the connection that we have to each other. I feel like I'm the only one who's trying to restore the connection that we have together so we can at least be something. Right? Same thing with a friendship. Hey, I feel like I'm the only one really trying to make amends here. Why am I the only one asking, can we go out? Why am I the only one asking if you want to hang out today? You know what I mean? Like it's very much giving that I'm the only one trying to keep the peace. And it's like, nah, divine feminine, stop. Stop. Right? Nobody's asking you to be a martyr in that sense either, where it's just like you just gotta keep the peace. Nobody's asking you to do that. So it's time to make sure you actually work on that. Um and get some good discipline on it. Okay? Whether it be you gotta call a motherfucker out to liberate your own self, or maybe just really putting shit in perspective and allowing your point of view to change on that. Because for some of you, this isn't so much as like walk away or cuss them out. This is just putting shit in proper perspective of how your surroundings are reflecting to you, to really allow you to put that shit in perspective, to detach from that type of perception and way of thinking and outlook, where it's like, you know what, because if I tell them I love them every day, then because then it'll eventually no amount of ass kissing, no amount of overexerting yourself, no amount of overgiving, no amount of nurturing, no amount of love, no amount of tender love and care, you know what I'm saying, and sentimental energy and emotion is going to allow this person to give it back to you, right? So for some of you, this isn't even exactly calling it out, right, verbally, but some of you putting it in proper perception and really allowing this to be a test of, so am I gonna keep over giving, right? Am I gonna keep trying to restore, rejuvenate, love, mend, right? When I know I need to be in the energy of receiving, because that's the energy I want to receive, because I keep giving it. Maybe you feel like if you love bomb somebody, maybe that'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes that's a thing too, where it's just like, if I just tell them I love them and just put so much love. Nope. Nope. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep kiss ass and keep ass. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make them upset. I don't want to. I just want to look. It's not gonna work, right? So how can we put that in perception to say, you know what? You're giving too much. You pouring too much into it, bitch. You supposed to just be here and just enjoy it, right? So you can put that in perspective and stop giving so much energy to this situation and let it happen naturally. So that way you can just focus on what it is that you're manifesting, because you have some good manifestations coming, right? If you haven't been manifesting, it's time to go ahead and start, because you got some stuff that's trying to come in fast. You have some commitments outside of just romance and friendship that's trying to come in that you're gonna have to take a risk on. But see, you need to be channeling that energy into that, right? Don't you channel all your energy into trying to heal and fix and mend and repair and love and soothe and ease and salve and old baby love cup. You not nobody mama unless you're a mama, and if you a mama, this need to be your child. And depending on the age, don't let it even be your child, right? Because a lot of the time, I don't have children, but just again, I see how my mother has it. I feel like out of all my mom's kids, I'm the one who kind of, again, just kind of let her, because I noticed that she be having a lot on her plate. So I try not to tug on my mama and pull on my mama a lot. And I've always been like that, because I feel like she just always had a lot on her plate, right? Um, but even that, you know what I mean? So speaking to other mothers, I off of noticing how my mother can do this with like my brother, right? I even want to get that to y'all, right? Where it's just like, make sure you watch that. You know what I mean? It's not enough to just be overly nurturing and overly trying to, you know what I'm saying? Because your child grown, then when your child get to smelling themselves, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hit you with some whole other shit, and it's just gonna be like, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, right? What is that reflecting back to us? What is that mirroring back to us? What test is that coming up, right? What discipline can we work on with that to really make that conscious effort, right? I know other clients who do that too, where it's just like, again, I love my babies, but they are grown. You know what I'm saying? And mama got a life to live. You know what I'm saying? I can't keep trying to pay y'all rent and help y'all with the little stuff. Y'all need to make sure that y'all doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're taking away from mommy time. Now you're taking away from me taking care of myself and doing what I want to do for myself. Right? Yeah, you want to protect your kids. Yeah, you want to love them. Yeah, you empathetic and sympathetic. Yeah, you might be very family oriented and very intuitive with your children, right? You gave birth to them, but at the end of the day, again, these same little motherfuckers, when they get back on their feet, gonna kind of remind you like, hey, I got this. I don't really need your help. You know what I mean? So put that in perspective. You know what I'm saying? Even though I said even for those of you who have kids, I understand how that go. I have plenty of clients that got kids. You know, talk to my mama as well about my other siblings. You know, but how was this impacting you? What's your approach to it? Right? What's the attitude like going to it? How can you really detach from some things? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's not the fact that you can't do for them, but maybe you need to pull back. Maybe you do a little too much for them sometimes. Maybe you always calling every other day, every other week. Hey, you need something. You got something. You got something. You need something. You want something. And it's like, child, you don't even ask yourself that many motherfucking times if you need something. Do you want something? How you feeling today? You don't even ask yourself that much, right? So making sure that y'all work on that. Okay. Overall, I do feel like the energy right now for the check-in is a lot of us. Yeah, feeling myself. I'm conceited by Flo Millie is a song we are leading off with. I do feel like for a lot of us are already in that energy of disruption where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of feeling like a tower moment. I feel like I've been going through a tower moment for the past couple of months, really. I feel like I'm just now coming down to the end of it. Because I just, you know what I'm saying? I was just bringing disruptive energy to everything, anything, everything got to go, right? It got to go, it got to go, it got to go. I'm clearing it out, right? Because I'm making paths for what I'm manifesting. For others of you, you are already doing it. For some of you, you're kind of waiting. It's like, you know, you need to do it. You know, you need to call somebody out. You know, you need to speak your mind. You know, you need to fall back and pull back and stop giving so much energy to something, but you haven't done it yet. It is time to go ahead and do it. Okay, take a leap of faith, especially even on these friends, right? If you got friends and you've been the nurturing mom friend to a bunch of ungrateful ass bitches that really ain't giving you that energy back, it's really time to start standing in that and pushing that for yourself. Okay, thank you again so much for visiting my channel. The signs that we see here is Aries. Really, that's really the only thing I see. Aquarius and Cancer. You could be an Aquarius rising like me, or you could be a Cancer rising. You can be an Aries rising. All right. Thank you again so much. Of course, the songs will be down below. I will have the playlist. My playlist is from Apple, so if you want this playlist and you like, you know, you like some of the songs that I called, it will be down below in the description box. Like, share, subscribe if this definitely gave you exactly what you needed, or if you resonated. If you want to let me know how well this resonated and give me some feedback, you can down below in the comments. Definitely, please make sure you like, because liking is how we send it off into the algorithm so other people can find us, so we can all join this lovely family together. Okay. Happy Venus Day, Divine Feminine. Buy yourself some flowers. Do something nice for yourself. Do your hair. I might do my makeup today if I feel up for it, but I did my makeup on Wednesday, so I probably won't. But I mean, I do have a lot of other stuff to do today. If I pop up on here in the second video because I have more content I want to make today, and if I have my makeup done, just know I felt like being a pretty bitch today, even though I'm already a pretty bitch anyway. Thank you again so much. I have to go make breakfast. Thank you again for watching this and tuning into my channel, and until next time, see ya.